So hi everybody, it's me Carly, and today we are going to kinda go back in time. I mean, always on my streams we are going to, we are going to rediscover and play many retro games and older stuff. But this time, I'm going to actually play a game that now is abandonware, and honestly, I don't understand why. Even though this game is like one of the coolest thing ever, maybe this is not like the most perfect game in the world, cause like y'all going to even talk shit about, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I'm doing that not, to not start talking shit about everybody. But I think this was like my first simulator, because like I don't really count The Sims. I mean, this is simulator, but the game that I will be talking about is called Crazy Factory. Yes, you might not know this, because many people that I ask doesn't actually know this game and never seen it, never even heard about it before. I don't even know if you can be even familiar with Monte Cristo, like developers company, or however you even want to like call these people, which of course, as most of the developers back then in year 2000 and back then just like go defunct, bankrupt, and just disappear from the face of earth. But this game is from Tycoon family, cause the other name for this game, which I just get to know like some time ago, is Gadget Tycoon, which I never heard about it, never seen that, but yeah, I'm going to show you the CD that I found, and also this, where was the Sims game that now is just destroyed. But I mean, I cannot even play this on Windows 10, so don't care. But the game looked like that. You might really not know this. I mean, this is kind of like, this is not really the like official CD of this game, cause that was from the magazine, like a gaming magazine that I got once. And it's funny cause this is from a Polish game magazine called Cybermecha, which probably it sounds very similar in English, which is Cybermouse, and that was basically like the magazine for, I don't know, kids, young teenagers that wanted to play games, but still the other gaming magazines probably were too adult or something for like younger audiences. And yeah, I kinda got my hands on that magazine, and there was like a lot of CDs, like every gaming magazine. And this one CD just like stood out to me the most, cause I started to play this game. You will see later in a video I will kinda do a little showcase of how the game looks, how the game works, but it stood out to me the most. There's like other stuff on this CD too, let me check. Colin McRae Rally, of course, but that's like demo. And like the best thing about this magazine was that they gave you like full working game, no matter what was it, like even a game that was like kinda really longer or something, it was still the full version, and a lot of like demos, like even patches to games, and like shareware stuff too. And the funny thing, now I see on this CD, this is the game from May 2004, which is like, whoosh, 16 years ago, 17 now. So yeah, that's like pretty interesting thing. I'm not really going to go in depth about this game because I kind of found the Abandonware website that shows it all. Probably I will include the screenshot of this website somewhere in a video. And the most I really want to just focus on like the game itself, like how it looks, how it works, cause it have this something. Like, this game doesn't, I mean, it kind of looks like most of the games back then in year 2000 that looked kind of wacky and like very CGI-ish and stuff, but like, for me this was just like one of the first exposures to the gaming stuff, because I think I started to be like a gamer really late. I mean, I played Super Mario Advance 3 a lot on my Game Boy. I remember that was just like my whole life. But like, I never really played anything on PC. Like, I think my first game was actually Croc Legend of the Gobos, which some of you may be seen me playing that on stream. And other game was, of course, The Sims. And yeah, I think that was like one of the first like other games that I started to play. Anyways, I think I'm rambling a little bit too long now. Which I don't know if it happens or not on my videos, but let me show you the game now, right? Because that's what we are for. Alrighty then. So, as I said in the intro to my video, I was going to include the screenshot of the page that contains all of the needed information about the Crazy Factory. But I thought I'm just going to show the website, because, yeah, more stuff on the screen, everybody loves that. So yeah, if you look at this, there's like a whole big portion of informations that I'm not even going to read or even repeat, because that would just like take too much time. But basically just like, you know, says it all. How to play, what to play, why to play, and everything, and also like includes the informations about like graphics, interface, and the gameplay, sounds, and like overall what the person who wrote these things, also including the nice screenshots of the game. And which I was like reading the upper part of the page. And yeah, also the game is like from 2001, which is like even sooner than the release of the game that I have. And also, as you can see in here, there is also something like that Crazy Factory, aka Gadget Tycoon. It's a sequel to some game, Startup 2000, which I tried to Google, didn't really show me anything, and then I added, you know, game to the title, and so also, as you can see, there's just not so many informations about this startup game. And also I kind of found just this little page that kind of shows the cover of the game and all of the small informations about it and a little description, and it doesn't really say much. I never really seen this game before or anything, so yeah. So yeah, if you are interested in reading all of this or just like getting overall more informations about this game, of course I will link all of the needed links in description. And also honestly, I don't really recommend downloading this game from this particular website because I don't know, it didn't really work for me. And also, why am I saying that this game now is abandonware? It's because it's so hard to find a normal download link that will not just fuck up your computer and whatnot. And like, I don't know, this one didn't work for me, maybe it will work for yours, something. But I have another website that works very well for me, which I downloaded my version of the game from, because of course you cannot play old games on Windows 10, because it just prevents you from having fun, right? So, here we are at the start of the game. First we are actually welcomed with CGI kinda very interesting FMV, which I'm going to show in a second because there is option to even rewatch this. But the first thing you see after this FMV is this nicely looking main menu with offline game, online game, which I never really tried. I don't really know how it looks, but probably it's just sharing the leaderboards and maybe, I don't know, probably competing with other people who made their factories, because the main focus of this game is to manage the factory, to beat everybody else, to have the best product, and just to, you know, climb the ladder to success. Another thing is option, credits, and of course exit. But first let's go to options, since you can see there's just sound options and display, and I recommend not touching this, any of this, because it will just crash your game. I mean, in the version that I have. And of course, as you can hear in the background, there's a lot of kinda office ambience that I'm going to say in which area is this ambience. And yeah, there's two movies in here, which the first one is the opening, and the second one I have literally no idea. I almost wanted to say they're available, but there is only the opening movie available, and the second one, I think it's probably the movie that shows at the end if you finish the campaign. That's what I think, because I never really beat this game, because I didn't really understood what was even going on. I was just like playing this for fun, and mostly I was spending my time in lab. So let's do the offline game first. As you can see, there's tutorial, campaign game, free play, and load game, of course, your player name. And I think I always chosen free play, because once, from what I remember, when I clicked on this, I think I lost it pretty fast, because I had no idea what I'm even doing, and I was just playing the game, you know, like very slowly, the way I always do, and I had no idea that there is some kind of challenge in there that you do. So as you can see, after you click free play, you can choose how many opponents you want in your game. Of course, you can choose the player names and stuff, which wait, let me just see, yeah, it generates stuff by itself, but of course you can like change this. And of course the starter cache that you can also set up. And as you can see, there's products, and that's probably the funniest part of this game, which you can choose from very weirdly looking futuristic Y2K toilets to roller blades or skates, I don't really know which one is the name for that, that you can just discover and make and research and all that stuff. And also with every other thing, it's a difficulty, and in toilets there is not, I mean, there is a lot to research, but it's less than this and less, of course, than the robots that you can make. And yeah, that's the thing. It gives the sense of some kind of a challenge if you choose something other than the toilets. But for now I'm just going to click this, and you just start the game. So as you can see, that's how looks the beginning of the game. And of course you can hear the main menu ambience in here. And also what's interesting, that whenever you do any kind of progress in this game, even if you change the desks or any other stuff, it also adds up to the ambience and to everything that's in the game. For now, this area is the most silent because we don't even have any machines in here or anything. And actually, I know this is a strategy game, but I always started my game with laboratory. I always used the third one, lab bench, and I just started my research from here and, you know, just climbed up through the whole list of stuff that I can do. Let me show you actually what you can do. There is options in here like the materials, the personnel, and the actions in here. But of course for every action you need a personnel. And from what I remember, I think I always chosen this redhead because she got the best stats of them all. Like all of the last, all of these last girls from this list, I always use them. I know it's like kinda chaotic how I talk about this, but that's just the way I am, and also that's how it actually works. You just have to do it by yourself. You need to have your own strategy and stuff. And of course, you have how much money you spend on stuff, you have the year and whatnot, you have the number of employees that you have in here, and of course incomes and all the trade balance and stuff. Here is the pause screen. But as you can see, for now this is just a ruin. There's almost nothing in here, no one in here. You can just do everything you want with this place. Of course, every place of your factory is essential in here. And you can just customize almost everything that is in here. And also, oh yeah, also you can change how the buildings looks like. Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, that's how this is how your factory looks like for now, as the ruin, as you have nothing. Of course, all of these other slots in here are the other companies. Of course, this is the one place that you send all of your stuff to. And I think this is also like growing up when your company is growing. I don't really remember. I played this game a long time ago, so excuse me if I'm not right about some stuff. one of the most important things that you actually have to remember about is hiring somebody in here, because yeah, there's a lot of corruption in this game too, and the corruption is here. You can add some, you know, gangster cars in here, like a little buggy car, a little ice cream van, and of course Spy Mobile. And here is of course Mafia, and honestly they can help you a lot if you know how to use them, if you use them frequently or not. And this place, you will have to be careful. Thank you. You really can't, from this what I remember, I never really seen anybody else play this game, but from what I remember from all of my experience, I know you can't ignore this place, because there will be a lot of stuff happening, and if you just leave it to itself, then it's just like you will kind of regret this sometimes. But yeah, that's how the game looks overall. I'm not really going to show the gameplay of this, because you really have to experience it by yourself. And I know that probably I haven't bought half of the people who will watch this video. But if you really like older games, if you are really into the tycoon family games, you can just check this out. I will link in the description the website that I downloaded a working non-virus version of this game from, because of course, as I mentioned before, Windows 10 prevents you from playing other games, which is just ridiculous. And we all fucking hate it. Yeah, I don't really know if there is anything else I can tell you about. Oh yeah, and also if you want to record this in OBS, you kinda have to be careful, because this game have a really small resolution and it's really tricky to just set it up. So yeah, that's why it's small screen right now, because it reacts on basically every change that you do. So yeah, right. Hope you enjoyed that video, and maybe I will do more in the future if I find a cool game that no one really remembers, knows about, and which now is almost forgotten. So yeah, I think bye for now, guys.